Hello everyone, my name's Patzkowsky. I graduated from Logan in 2011. I then went on to OUL and then I actually went on to Hocking College too. So I'm basically giving this speech to uh, let you guys know how difficult college is, the different things that have happened to me and some of the friends that I know, people who I know have gotten addicted to drugs. And just like I always remember, 4.0 students coming in and talking to our senior seminar class about how great college is, and how they get just fantastic grades and all this. And I mean, that's good, and some people do, but the majority of people do not. And I just want to tell you guys how it really is, and hopefully some of you guys will go on to college, and some of you will get a trade or just some type of good career that you can support yourself or your family in. So the first thing that I want to talk about is basically if you graduate college and you have a bachelor's degree, the average annual salary is about $65,000 per year. If you graduate high school and you get just a high school diploma, it's generally around $25,000 at best for working wherever you can work with a high school diploma, which is really not many places. So you can see as far as how important college is in our society now. One of the hardest things I think for me is to pick a major. I think that's one of the hardest things for a lot of people too, is because I still don't know what I want to do exactly with my life. I mean, some people always have doubts, but you got to make sure that you're doing what you want to do. I mean, I started out at physical therapy. Then I went to nursing. Then I was just undecided, and then I went to emergency services. I got my EMT. Then I went to Hocking. I was about ready to get my firefighter. And then I got hit at work and got sidelined a year or so. But it's just really hard to pick a major, and you just really got to take your time and realize that it's not going to be a simple thing. It's something that's going to take time, and you just got to be patient with it. One thing that if you do decide to go to college, one thing you got to remember is college is expensive. And once you get into college, say you go to Hocking or OUL, all your friends are going to Ohio State, OU, and what have you. I mean, that's good, and if they can afford it, that's fine. But you're generally going to be getting the same degree as if you went to Ohio State for a cheaper price. Personally, I would like to graduate a school where I would have to pay less and get the same degree, then go to a school where I make have to pay all this money and I get the same degree, and then I'm in debt for $100,000. So picking a college that fits you, your financial habit, your finances, is just the best thing for you. Picking a school that has something you want to do as a degree. One thing that if you do decide to work at or go to a college, one thing that if I would recommend is working at a college. I've had a lot of success working at OUL before. Very low stress job, just college jobs in general. It's low. You don't have to put much thought into doing your job. It's just you do your job, and generally you can study about half the time. So basically you get paid and you get to study, and you have somewhat of an income. But I do gotta say one thing about working at a college: they generally only let you work so many hours. So if you have to work more than 20 hours, a college probably wouldn't be the best bet for you, because that's generally their limit is 20 hours. One thing that's important is for your first semester is grades. I slacked off my first quarter. It's back when we had quarters, but I just slacked off. I had 3 C minuses, I believe, and I had a 1.7 GPA. I passed all my classes, but I also had a terrible GPA, and that GPA has stuck with me throughout my college career. I'm finally being able to bring it up, but it's been hard. One thing also that I want to bring up is people who go into the military. I was all about the military back in the day, and some people just, they don't know what they want to do, so they're like, hey, I'm just going to go in the military, and maybe I'll figure out later on what I want to do. And I've seen people who go in the military and they hate what they do, and I've seen other people who really, they should go in the military, and they did, and they become a better person because of it. But if you're just going in the military just because you can't think of a major, you can't figure out what you want to do, then the military probably isn't the best bet for you. Another thing is that I noticed some of my friends, they've got into drugs, and you see people on Facebook that you see the sheriff page, and people have been arrested, and they've been caught with heroin, they've been caught with meth, and all these hard drugs, and it's like, you are not going to succeed in life if you hang around people who do those type of things. It's too much of a temptation to be around, a crack addict and not smoke crack. So I really want to push the fact that you need to watch who you hang out with. You need to try and get them help if they do have a problem, and just really make sure that your head is in the right place. You may think that once you graduate high school, life is just going to be, fine and dandy, which is what I thought. But I graduated high school. I went to OUL. I got my generals. I got my EMT, and then I went to Hawking. I was halfway through my firefighter, 3/4 of the way through, and I was at work for Mid-Ohio, and I got hit by a car. I've been out of work, out of school for a year now, and I never expected that to happen. I'm like 12 surgeries in, and that's life, I guess. But you just got to make sure that don't get down on yourself. There's a lot of people out there who they have all these obstacles, they don't let it affect them. I know other people who I was always worried about, is I'm going to be so much farther behind other people I graduated with. But in reality, half of the people I graduated with, some of them didn't go to college, some of them did, some of them don't know still what they want to do, and everyone's in different spots. And the important thing is you get a career and you get something that you can make a living at. It's obviously you need to be able to support yourself in this society, and it's an important thing. My dad, he got a trade. He's a plumbing inspector now, but he started out as a plumber. He didn't have any college. He's terrible at English, math. But he knows he got a trade, and he really knows plumbing, and he made a good living at that, and he supported us. And he never had a college degree, but you have to have a college degree, or you need to learn a trade of some sort. You can't just go through life working at McDonald's and expect to make a good living or, love your job and whatnot. So I really want to stress the fact that school is so important, and you really need to take it seriously. I wish I would have taken high school a lot more seriously than I did. I might have more scholarships and whatnot. I wish I would have tried more in college, but that's not how it worked out, and I've learned from that. And I'm hoping you guys learned from this speech too, that life doesn't go your way, and you need to deal with it, and you need to step up and be more responsible, which is what I've done and I'm trying to do. I'm taking, 7 classes at Hawking and having surgeries about every other month, but I can do it, and I'm not letting anything stop me. So I want to stress the fact that how important it is. So does anybody have any questions? No? Well, thanks for having me today, and everybody have a good day. Thanks. Bye.